Forecast.
Beautiful shot, some nice morning lighting. This is taken by Beaver Creek Lake in Albemarle from Chris Scott. Of course, this morning we had some clouds. That was in association with a cold front that was sliding through. And even though the cold front did come through, we got to enjoy another warm afternoon. Take a look at the numbers across the region today. It was 69 at the airport. That's the warmest so far of the year. And that's a whopping 20 degrees above average. 75 in Danville, 74 in Richmond, 64 in the nation's capital. Those numbers are cooling now. We're 51 at the airport. Winds out of the north, allowing that cooler air to work in. Currently in the Shenandoah Valley, where you touch 62 for a high today, it's 47. Northerly winds at 13. So from north to south, temperatures continue to cool, but look at that contrast even now. 47 in Culpeper, 58 currently in Dillwyn. Temperatures tonight will settle into the mid and lower 30s as clouds continue to overspread the region. Temperatures tomorrow, back to reality, back to winter. Temperatures only in the mid to upper 30s east of the mountains, lower 30s in the Shenandoah Valley. Much of the day is dry. It's really tomorrow evening, tomorrow night that we'll start to see some precipitation move in. Again, the bulk of this will be in the form of rain and freezing rain, and we do have winter weather advisories for the Shenandoah Valley, the Blue Ridge Mountains, and the northern Piedmont. That goes into effect at 7 p.m. Wednesday night, goes till 10 a.m. Thursday morning. So at this particular time, we're looking at the potential for some icing on elevated and untreated surfaces. Yes, it could cause some school delays potentially, and that would be as we head into the early morning hours of Thursday. Temperatures will come above freezing here across central Virginia. A lot of this will either be freezing rain to the north or some sleet mixed in at the onset, otherwise a cold rain. We're talking about temperatures tomorrow night kind of hanging out between 31 and 34 degrees. So with the mountains, you could see maybe a quarter inch, maybe a little bit more. Across the Shenandoah Valley, a tenth to maybe 2/10 of an inch of ice, and then again here across the Piedmont, generally less than a tenth of an inch of ice. General rainfall amounts approaching or just under about a half an inch, but that icing potential anytime is a threat and a concern, and so that Wednesday night, Thursday morning time period is the first alert weather day. So we'll watch this end by mid to late morning on Thursday, and temperatures will spike back up into the 50s, finish out the week with spring-like numbers either side of 60. Some high clouds just starting to work in, high pressures to our north, and that'll continue to funnel in a northeasterly wind. At the same time, clouds overspread the region. So the cold air, and now we'll have our moisture source, which is developing out across the southern plain states. A new storm will develop here, work up to the Ohio Valley, and that moisture will overrun this shallow layer of colder air, and hence we get mixed precipitation, which mainly is in the form of freezing rain. And you can see that colder air closing in. 36 right now in Columbus, 43 in Philadelphia, and the 24-hour temperature change over 20 degrees colder, and that's where we'll be tomorrow. So in the morning, low and mid-30s. Then we watch, especially by tomorrow night, the precipitation move in terms of cold rain or freezing rain. That takes us into Thursday morning before it begins to taper off. Thursday afternoon, we're back in the 50s. Tonight, increasing clouds, low and mid-30s. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Spring and winter temps daily to continue. We'll watch that ice potential tomorrow night, early Thursday, and perhaps some rain or snow showers on Saturday. Temperatures are certainly a whiplash and roller coaster this week.
All right, Eric, thank you.